Taunting? Really? Taunting? Taunting. Why, in God's name, would you think that your team is good enough or you're good enough to taunt another player after you get a first down? Eli Penny, I don't know what the hell you were thinking. Of course that's going to be called. You can't make those kind of plays. You can't taunt another player and stick your hand in his face. I mean, both those personal foul penalties, the unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, were absolutely ridiculous. They killed us, totally ruined our drive, took points off the boards probably, and that kind of stuff, when you're a bad team in the NFL, the last thing that you should be doing is taunting someone. Taunting, really. You're gonna taunt someone. You suck. You're in basically last place in your division, and you're close to being the last place in the entire league. Yes, you played well against the Chiefs team where the defense is terrible and the team's sliding in a bad direction. We know that, okay? Yes, you came pretty close, but close doesn't count. You know, you don't do those kinds of things when you're in a game that's been tied since pretty much the second quarter. You don't do that. You just don't. You try to fight tooth and nail. You work on the fundamentals. You pay attention to the details. And Joe Judge, if you don't do something about that somewhere, I know we probably won't read about it. We won't see it in the media, but you got to talk to those two players and tell them you don't taunt like that. Not in that situation. You don't cost us in very important field position by making stupid mistakes, and there was a lot of stupid mistakes, a lot of drop passes, the stupidity from Sterling Shepard when he ran that out route, and instead of running to the first down marker, he ran 2 yards shy of the first down marker, inbounds, and then basically fell forward out of bounds and cost us the first down and 4 points there, which would have obviously made a big difference. So, you know, then you get Sterling Shepard injured and he goes out of the damn game. And I don't even know if that really hurt us because of his stupid play and his constant drops. I could not believe the lack of attention to detail in this team. I am ashamed to be a New York Giants fan. I am absolutely ashamed to be on the Joe Judge train. I really believe that Joe Judge was going to turn this team around and work on the fundamentals. And I can tell you right now that this team does not look well coached. It does not look like a Bill Belichick clone is coaching this team. I am ashamed to be a Giants fan, and I am ashamed of Joe Judge, and he should be ashamed of himself. And this game was very winnable, and they literally just handed it back to Kansas City. And I'm telling you, this is not the first time this has happened. We are victims of self-inflicted injuries and self-inflicted wounds that beat us every single week. What the hell is this coach doing with this team? What the hell is Mara doing with this team? What the hell is Gettleman doing with this team? They are destroying this team. They are giving away draft picks by making stupid picks and just making dumb decisions. Tony should have been playing since week 1 in order to prepare him for this situation because we can't keep our wide receivers on the field long enough for them to be effective. We can't keep Barkley on the field long enough for him to be effective. Barkley, I'm telling you, he's a great runner. He does things that just make me gasp with how great he is in some instances. But he hasn't played like that since his first year, maybe some of his second year. But the injuries have completely plagued him. They totally ruined his ability to be effective inside the tackles. Every single time they run him, he either runs outside the tackles for a loss because he's trying to sidestep defenders because our offensive line can't get a push up front. He needs to run downhill, and I can see why he's afraid because every single time he touches the ball, I'm terrified that he's going to get injured, and he does. He gets injured constantly, so I don't know. I don't get it. I think that we're not a good team right now, and we're going to continue to be a bad team, and it's been really tough being a New York sports fan this year and the last 10 years, really, the last decade. So I hope something changes, but I can tell you it's going to be a long season if all we can expect is this kind of bullshit and these kinds of mistakes. So we'll see. Back to watching hockey, I guess. Blue shirts are definitely doing well this year. I'll be talking about them and commenting about them in the coming days when the game gets going on, I think it's tomorrow. But they've been phenomenal, and I can tell you there's a reason why I watch hockey and football. And one is because football has become so hard to watch when your team's playing that piss poor, that at least with hockey, you get a new game every other day basically. They can turn it around if they have a bad game 2 days later, sometimes the next day. And it's definitely worthwhile to watch teams like the Rangers, which is what I watch, who I watch, play well and play with an edge and with the effort that you don't see the Giants doing. And that's the thing, playing with pride, having pride in your team, having pride in yourself. We're just not getting it, and it's a shame. It's shameful. I have signatures up on this wall from wide receivers from when they won the Super Bowl, and I can tell you they need to talk to some of those wide receivers and learn how to be good wide receivers, because I can tell you right now, injury is a part of it, conditioning your body is part of it, but drops like we've seen over the last couple weeks, last 3 or 4 weeks, that they can't happen. And it's not even just on the offense. We're seeing defensives that absolutely should be catching the ball and for interceptions and taking it back the other way. And honestly, we're dropping them left and right. We've seen Bradbury drop a couple. We've seen Holmes drop a couple. We've seen Peppers drop a couple. I mean, when you get the opportunity for a turnover and it's thrown into and it touches your hands. That was always what I was taught when I was a kid playing football. If it hits you in the hands, you should catch it. Slayton at least admitted that when he made that drop a couple weeks ago, but it happened again to him today twice. Slayton dropped the ball twice, hit him in his hands, and he admitted, hey, I gotta catch that. Anytime it hits you in the hands, anytime it makes contact with your fingers, your hand, I don't care, your thumb, you should be catching the ball. Lay out, get the extra inch, fight for that extra inch, and catch the ball. Because when I'm telling you, the teams that are successful, that end up going places in this league, are the ones that make those plays happen and catch the ball when they're thrown to. And if it hits them in the hands, they're catching it, whether it be on the offense or on the defense. They catch the ball. So I don't know where we're going from here, Giants fans. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm looking forward to the hockey game tomorrow, because I can tell you it's too damn hard to watch football these days. Too damn hard to watch the Giants just play terrible, and I just can't stand it. I'm literally sick to my stomach watching these guys. It's just, there's a difference between playing poorly and there's a difference between being stupid, and the Giants right now are stupid. Peace out.